Hi, my name is Jeff. I'm the co-founder and president of Cardinal Spirits here in Bloomington, Indiana.
And I'm Leah Beyer with FarmwifeDrinks.com.
Well, thanks to you so much for being here in our tasting room. We're excited. We're going to be opening back up in probably about middle of May, so people can come in and have some great drinks and tours, check out our facility. And one of the drinks you can try out on our menu or at home is a classic White Russian. So first start with this beautiful glass from Indiana corn. You're going to want to fill it up with ice. And we're going to build this drink right in the glass. We'll take an ounce of our coffee liqueur.
And it's Songbird coffee liqueur. So
That's right.
What's the story behind naming it Songbird here at Cardinal Spirits?
Right, so a cardinal is a songbird, and it's where we got our coffee liqueur from. We actually use a local roasted coffee right here from Hopscotch, which is just down the street on the Beeline.
Love that.
And, you know, songbirds are great. Cardinal is the only songbird that doesn't go south in the winter, so it stays around, decorates our beautiful trees as we see around the Midwest here, and so that's why one of the names we named our distillery Cardinal Spirits, also our state bird.
Yes.
And I'm actually going to go ahead and double this recipe because we're using such a nice tall glass today. So we're going to put 2 ounces of the coffee liqueur in here.
So tell me a little bit about how you're making your coffee liqueur as you.
Sure.
Is it, you've got your Pride vodka that you're using, you've got the coffee liqueur. Are they made from the same base alcohol, or are they coming from 2 different types of alcohol?
Yeah, so we're using the same base, which we're using a vodka for our base. And with the coffee liqueur, it's great. We actually take real coffee. There's about a pound of coffee in every 6 bottles. So it's quite a bit of coffee. And we steep it for several weeks.
Okay.
And that infuses coffee flavoring into our spirit. And then we also make what is equivalent to like a really big batch of coffee. We heat that up, we add sugar to it to get to the right sweetness level. We blend those 2 things together, and that gets our coffee liqueur. You can see it is really dark.
Yeah.
If you have a bottle that's sat for a while, you'll see coffee dropping out of the bottom. That's because we don't use any flavoring.
Yep.
You know, certainly there's companies that do, and it would be a lot easier to do it that way. But we love making ours this way, so it tastes really.
The simplicity and the wholeness of those.
Yeah,
ingredients
it's really
together.
just coffee and some sugar, and then obviously our spirit.
So you poured in your Pride vodka, same
Yep.
amount it looked like
Yep.
of your Pride vodka as your coffee liqueur, and it is also a corn base.
That's right. Yeah, and so both of these are corn based, which is great. We source corn from, in our county, surrounding counties, over in Columbus, Indiana at times in the past, and now we're sourcing a lot from northern Indiana, around Marion.
Amazing. Okay, last step
Yeah,
in
so
making this
right,
White
we've
Russian.
got, in this case, we were kind of doubling up here, and now we're going to add our heavy cream. So this is always fun and beautiful.
Yeah, it is.
You get to see a nice heavy cream mixed right into the drink. Some people are particular about this, but I do enjoy mixing it.
Yeah.
And you can see beautiful White Russian here. There is no garnish for this drink.
It's perfect just like that, right?
Right.
So why heavy cream as opposed to half and half or something else?
Yeah, I guess, it's a little bit of preference, but we do think that it tastes best and most rich with heavy cream. Certainly, we're excited that, in Indiana, there are some really great dairy producers.
Yeah.
And some of them even use spent grain to feed their dairy cows. So,
Valid point, taking
yeah.
it full circle.
That's right.
With you guys having distillers grains, it's easy to take those to a dairy, and you've got plenty of dairies close.
That's right.
We got bottling plants here, so this is as local. This cocktail is as local as you can get.
That's right. Yeah, absolutely. Well,
Amazing.
Take a drink. Cheers.
Oh, that is smooth.
Yeah.
That is a smooth. If you're a coffee lover like I am, you're gonna have to check out the Cardinal Songbird coffee liqueur. That's incredible, and it does have just a hint of sweetness to it. So you don't need any syrups or sugar added to this. This is truly amazing. If you're interested in purchasing the Songbird coffee liqueur or even your vodkas, how can people find them?
Yeah, our website's the best resource for sure. You can go in there, search by your zip code, find a local, liquor store. We're distributed throughout the state, so in a number of different places, so you should be able to find it easily.
And you're into all of your different liqueurs or stocked, or is it just you're going to be able to find your vodka or your whiskey or
a lot of places have most of our spirits, so I would think anywhere in Indiana you should be able to find something. And if you can't, certainly ask your liquor store, and I'm sure they'd be happy to bring it in. That'd be great for us.
And like you said at the beginning, your tasting room is going to be opening, so make the jaunt down to Bloomington.
Yep, we'd absolutely love to have you. Tours, tastings, meals, we'd love to have you here.
So another reason to enjoy the great tourism of Indiana.
That's right.
How did Cardinal start? How did this happen? Are you like a guy that's always been in the industry, or was this just something that became a passion?
Sure. Well, Cardinal, we're in about our 6th year here now, and we are the oldest distillery in Bloomington,
nice.
And the only one, so we've got that kind of dual recognition here. But Indiana is a great state for manufacturing, and we wanted to start something in Indiana. I come from a manufacturing family. I really wanted to start something that I could build and make something and hold in my hands.
Yes.
And there's great breweries and great wineries already in Indiana, but the distilling movement was just getting going across the country. And certainly there's some distillers like Huber's down south that were doing really amazing things. There's a really large distillery in Lawrenceburg called, now it's called MGP, but it used to be a Seagram's facility. But we've got like some really great natural resources here. Certainly corn, right?
Right.
All that Kentucky bourbon that they talk about and all that corn, like a lot of that corn comes from Indiana, right? And
right. We're feeding that bourbon.
That's right, and nobody's going to get it better than us here. We've got great water, and then certainly Indiana's a great manufacturing and logistics hub. So it was perfect to start here in Indiana. And once we started kind of coming up with this idea, we visited distilleries all across the country, and we really knew we wanted to have both a great distillery and a really amazing tasting room, and eventually a restaurant as that was allowed. So in Bloomington, we're located just south of the square along our Beeline Trail, which is a really beautiful walking path. You can go all through the city and then through a number of parks, and it connects with other trails. So it's a really wonderful place. We get a lot of great foot traffic through here.
Yeah, it is great because you're away from the hustle and bustle of the Bloomington IU campus, which is beautiful.
Yeah.
But if you want to see the town, you've got new houses around, you've got a coffee shop, it's easy to get to, like you said, walking.
Yeah.
Plus, the great thing about your facility as someone who has children is you have an outdoor,
that's right,
as you all can tell we're sitting outdoors, an outdoor place where you can do under 21.
Yep.
And then for those of you who want a little break from your children, you have the indoor facility and can tell the kids can't come, 21 and over.
That's right, yeah. And we're close to a park, so we've seen certainly during COVID people grabbing food and drinks and walking out of the park, enjoying those. It's really a great location.
Absolutely. Well, we want to thank you once again for having us out here. We want to thank you for supporting our Indiana corn growers,
of course,
who are the base of these really tasty liqueurs and hence cocktails. And want to encourage everyone, if you're looking for a great adventure, come down to Bloomington and experience Cardinal Spirits.
We'd love to have you. Yeah, great tastings, tours, come in, grab some food, drinks, whatever you want. So we'd love to have you.
Thank you so much, Jeff.
Thank you. Cheers.